Okay, so
dream.
Sally, are you going to sleep?
I'm gonna warn Owie of what possibly we're doing before I sleep, so that she can tell the soldiers what to be aware of when dawn hits tomorrow.
Okay, right. So the commanding leader, the commanding officer of the Rohan riders that you came across the borders with, is advising all the troops to basically just bed down for the night.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make any permanent, permanent kind of setup. Don't build shacks or anything like that. Just basically, don't even bother putting up any tents as such. Just basically just bedrolls and blankets only. That's it.
Just camp outside.
Just camp out, but it's camping under the stars. It's not under canvas or anything like that. Because the chances are that you're probably going to want them to move fairly rapidly and fairly quickly in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay. Theo, you are walking around your little what can you call it? Little estate?
Yeah, just checking up on everyone. Children's okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Lee's gone quiet.
Yes, again, he's moved back, hasn't he?
I have not this time.
There you go. You're walking around your little estate. You can see that there is various buildings that are around. There is your manor house. There's a huge courtyard in front of you. There's various houses that are dotted around. Yeah?
Yep. Yeah, I'm going to walk around, see if there's anyone still working in their housing or anything like that. Seeing if everyone's okay.
Everyone's fine. Everybody seems to be moved in. Like I said, the bars have come off the walls, off the shutters and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
There's been no arguing.
Nobody seems to have taken the farmstead, which is this building here, this L-shaped building that's on the far side of the river.
Okay. Is that near the woods?
This is the wood. This is the predominant wood that everybody's.
So would we have said I've walked around, and I've got to the farmstead yet?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I'm
it's
there...
very quiet. You've only got 35 people living there. Most of them are indoors, so you can imagine nobody's been there for ages. So it still feels kind of deserted. It's going to take a little while for them to get back up.
I feel from the woods if I'm around there.
Like it's Mirkwood.
Okay.
It's got that, that bent, twisted kind of dark tree feel to it, with very little it's like a misty black cloud of haze that seems to surround it or seems to emanate from it, but it's not actual physical. It's just as you walk towards the wood, you can see the wood. You feel as if the wood is watching you back. It's very, very similar. It gives you kind of a flashback feeling to what it was like in Mirkwood.
If I was to look through the woods, what do I see?
It's quite dark. You can look into the woods.
I've been carrying a torch as I'm walking around.
No, you wander around. You can see that there is it's a mixture of trees. It's a mixture of types of trees. There's a lot of thorns and brambles and bushes. It's not a very well kept, looked after wood. There's not much in the word, like you can't hear many birds tweeting. You don't see much in the way of animal activity in these woods.
Do I see like a path that would be led into or led out?
You can see that there's various ways in and out of it. You kind of have to like lift your leg over various like tufts of grass, big pieces of heather and stuff like that. March your way into it.
A little walk, not very far, just enough that I can go in and still really see where my back is, where like the way out, so I can still see the village.
Yeah.
I want to have a look, see if I can see that stone.
Make your way inside, and after about 5-10 minutes or so, you come across a stone circle. The ground, it looks like it's a very ancient. Predates Rohan, definitely. Might even predate Gondor. There's a stone circle. They're very weathered stones. There's a little bit of moss growing on them down the sides and across them. There's a little bit of ivy wrapped around one of them. It's made up of about 13 stones. There seems to be 12 around the edges of it, and there seems to be one stone that's toppled over and laid flat and kind of half buried and just sticking up at an angle out of the earth. Big one, right in the centre.
The stone floor there, big circle.
It's turf. It's mud and grass. Yeah, it's not an actual stone like floor.
So it's just dotted in a circle around mud and grass.
Yeah. This is standing stones. It's a circle of standing stones. That's been there, and the grass and the leaves and the reeds and all that kind of stuff, and the plants themselves have just grown over it or across it or around it. There's no trees growing in the centre of the stone circle. The trees are all outside the stone circle, by the way, yes. So even over time, there's no saplings growing or anything like that.
Can I look at the stones to see if there was any markings on them or anything? Because I know the guards originally, the soldiers said something about them being ritual stones, or that they may have been ritual stones but get killed here. So I want to have a look to see if that was true.
There's no signs of any violence, or there's no dead bodies or anything like that, or any artifacts left behind. It looks like it is more so deserted from any type of habitation than that of the actual village itself. Markings wise, you can see there's a few strange markings on it.
Any runes or any like words or just
yeah, but there is there's an inscription on the center stone.
There is a center stone. What's the center stone look like? Sorry?
The center stone looks like it was a very tall, like obelisk of some point, but it seems to have fallen over or subsided and kind of like come down on one side. It's now sticking out the ground at like a 15 to 20 degree angle. Yeah, so it's not quite toppled over. It just seems like laid on its side. But it must have been stood up pretty high in the center at some point in its past, and it just seems to have it's just gone over.
Okay. So what was on
it? There's 2 words written on it.
Death to you.
No, and it's written in black speech.
Oh, cool. I can mix back. Okay, I can black speech. Yeah.
What's your rank of black speech?
5.
5? Okay.
Wow.
I'll tell you, as you approach it, yes?
Yep.
You seem to get a sweeping aura of fear across it, and as you move towards it, the forest seems to fall quiet, really, really quiet. But as you get closer towards it, you feel there's a tremendous heat. It doesn't burn you or anything like that, but you seem to get that radiant aura of incredible heat coming from the center stone. As you move slowly towards it, you can see the writing on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what it says.
Did it heat like the sun's hit you, or heat like?
Yeah, like you just stepped out from the shadow, like into like a full-on midday
Like, nice
hot
and
sun.
Like, do I get an evil vibe from people? Or is
No,
it
you
like-
get a contrasting, like overwhelming fear, like feeling of panic and primordial fear.
Okay, so not nice.
No, it's like really. I won't say really bad, but like it's an overwhelming. Okay,
Okay, yeah, I've got those.
that's the
Yeah.
2 words it says. That's the 2 words it says.
Are they words that Theo knows?
No.
or-
No.
No worries then. And there's nothing else around. There's like on that center stone. There's no chains that look like they would have been held.
No, there's nothing. There's nothing around this place. It's been lost to time and to the centuries, and it's an old place. It looks like it's been here well before the village, probably well before Rohan. Well before the village, well before Rohan, probably well before Gondor. It is one of those ancient monolith kind of things that the foresters concealed.
Is it a tomb? Like, does it look like?
It's not a tomb. No, it's not a tomb.
If I touch the ground, like, and you said there was soil down.
There's soil and there's like grass and weeds and.
If I stick the sword down in the ground, does it hit anything hard? Like, is it rock face underneath it, or is it literally just go into the
No,
soil?
there's no rock face underneath it. There's no rock face underneath it. No. It's just soil. It's like
Okay.
you're under the impression that there is something there, but it might be on another plane of existence. Yes, and it seems to be emitting, not emitting, but it seems to be waving across you. But it's like it's bringing you almost to a level 10 panic attack at the moment.
Okay. I will back off from it a little bit.
Okay. The more you back away from it, the more that feeling kind of recedes, and you make your way back out the forest.
Yeah, I want to go back to the farm.
Head back to the farm, the small farm.
Yeah, so where the crossroad is.
Oh yeah, you head towards the small farm. There's a small farm. There's a small stone bridge there, and you can hear the rushing of the water. The water wheel from the water mill, which is, just like pretty much not like round the back of your house kind of thing. It's not turning.
Oh, okay. Does it look like it's rusted over?
It looks like it's rusted over. It also looks like there's like some tree logs and things like that that are jammed underneath it. And
Tomorrow, I'll put that on the list. Tomorrow's need to sort this out.
yeah, it's like the river's like, it's not a well kept river. It's got heavy reed banks. You can't tell mostly where the river begins and where the ground starts, kind of thing. It's not well defined. It's not a well defined river.
Got a bit of work needed, right?
Yeah, it's kind of a little overgrown. It just needs tidying up, and it probably needs some of the reeds pulling out from underneath, and some of the logs and branches and things like that have fallen underneath and damaged the water wheel, and some of the buckets are broken and things like that. Yeah.
Okay. I want to head back to Freya,
Okay, head back to Freya.
and I'm gonna ask her like if she thinks I should go up to Cannonhard to announce myself, or do you reckon we should just send a message to them and they would meet me here? What do you reckon?
She asks, where have you been?
Outside.
You've been gone 2 hours.
Again?
Did I naturally just spend 2 hours outside, or is
No,
it
you've
like-
only been gone 10 minutes.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. I may have lost track of time then. So, oh god, so does that mean when I went to that stone place, it slowed time down, or no, it sped time up then? Slowed down. I don't know.
Something you can ponder. Something you can ponder. Either you're missing time, or something happened to you in that missing time, or like I said, the time sped up or time slowed down. You can try and conclude that for yourself.
Is this because I'm holding the sword?
Again, you can ponder that. You can try and come to some
I've
kind of
seen ghost people.
You can conclude that. You can try and work that kind of thing out. I'll let you try and puzzle that. Try and puzzle that out. Yeah, but she says, no, you've been gone for 2 hours. She's wondering where the hell you've been.
I went and had a walk around the hamlet, and then I sort of went and looked in the woods.
Was there for 2 hours?
I got lost. It's the big woods. It's dark out there, okay? Look, the question still stands. Do you think I should go and announce myself, or do you think we should just send them a letter and I should go and meet them tomorrow, or they come and meet me?
Well, winter's spreading across like Middle-earth at the moment. They're high up in the mountains. Chances are that it could be a little, like, yeah, you might want to leave it for a little while, and then, like not forever. You might don't want to leave it forever. Leave it for a week or two, maybe a week at the most, and see how the just see how the weather is first. Get this place set up first. Get this established, and then hopefully when the roads have freed up a little bit, because although it's not snowing down here, way up in the mountains where Kalmhadap is, it is snowing.
Okay. Right. So you reckon what? Just to announce, send a letter up there to say I'm here, or? I mean, I've already sent a letter from Wallview saying I was arriving, but I never said I was here.
She half suggests that maybe you should just like set things up here. I mean, if they're curious, then they might send a messenger down to see if you've arrived. If not, then you can surprise them.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, I suppose. Okay, so.
But next time you go wandering off in the woods, will you tell someone?
I did. I told you I was going out.
Yeah, not the wood. Not that. Like I thought you were just going to go out, like, look around the houses or something like that, or go out to the stables, or.
I did. I went over to the farm and I found no one's actually taking the farm. And if we're going to be here for the winter, we need someone running the farm and cattle, because we're obviously going to have a shortage of food otherwise.
Yeah. But yeah. She says even she's heard stories about the ghost stories and things like that from the woods. And she knows fine well what the family that used to occupy this house have disappeared as well. And she says it's just creepy. It's weird. It's like they're still here, but they're not still here. It's like it's like intruding on somebody, like another family's kind of life. It's weird. It's like sleeping in somebody else's bed.
Yeah. Look. I think everyone's crashing out now for the night, are they?
Pretty much, yeah.
So, I will ask her. Look, I've got some special stuff I want to make into a drink, and I want to use my hallucinogenic stuff that allows me to see dead. I want to see if they're spirits or anything like that.
Dead spirits, yeah.
If they're still physically in this house, I want to see if they're still in the plane that allows me to see them, or. So I want to try and use that, but I don't tell her that's what it is. I just tell her it's like a drink, special drink.
Well, she'll boil some water if need be.
Please. And I'll go to the library.
You go to the library, okay? Yeah.
Where did I see?
There
wasn't it? I saw
no, there is a library. It's Fordlin's wife. The library belongs to Fordlin's wife, who's Finriel.
I'll go there. Yeah, I'll go there.
Yeah.
My tea and that drinking in there. If I drink it, I want to start from there and sort of walk through the house, seeing if I see any of their spirits or anything like that. Occasionally, I look out the window as well. I get freaked.
Don't trust.
Yes.
You've been riding this horse for like a long time now.
Yep, and I'm still going.
Yeah, still going. It's obviously coming into it's the middle of the night for you now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm getting off the horse.
Is there any particular direction you're going in, or any destination?
South.
There's a lot south.
I'm traveling as far as I can south to
Yes.
like the
Yeah.
next town over from where I already am, kind of thing. Like so, like the next town that I come across, I'm not going to get off the horse, but I'm just going to ask if I'm close to Calenhad.
Oh, okay, right. You've been riding for I don't know, for a considerable length of time. It's not in the middle of the night. And up ahead, you can see that there's a small little, like, kind of, I would say, like a riding stable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like a homestead kind of thing. And there's nobody about. It's very quiet. You can see that the horses are like actually in the paddock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's lights on inside. There's smoke coming out the chimney.
Is there a window in that building?
Yeah. There's windows. Yeah.
So I ride up towards the window and have a look in. Is there anybody around that I can see of?
Yeah. You can see there's a couple of people inside.
Okay, I knock on the window. And can like motion to the people or whoever like pays attention to come to the door.
Okay, so you can see there's a couple of people moving around inside. Looks like there's a man and a woman, Rohan, middle-aged. You got, yeah?
Yep.
You got the door.
No, I'm not getting off the horse.
Oh, you're not getting off. Okay, you don't get off the horse. Yeah, okay, right. You can see these people, like, yeah.
I just motion them to come to the door. Yeah.
Right. Well, the door opens, and you see this middle-aged Rohan guy, and he's got a huge sword in one hand. And he opens the door. He says, "What do you want?"
Not to disturb you, sir, but I am just inquiring how far am I from Calenhad? It's of great importance that I get there as fast as I can.
Well, if you ride quickly, yeah, and don't stop, you might make it by... It might take half a day.
In which direction should I be traveling? Am I traveling in the right...
Yeah, just
Let me try that again. Am I traveling in the right direction if I keep heading south, sir?
Yeah, you keep heading south. There's only one road that kind of leads to the east-west road. Once you hit the east-west road, then you just want to be heading a little bit east, as if you're riding towards Minas Tirith, and you'll come to Calenhad.
Okay. Head south.
There's not many roads that seem to crisscross Rohan. It's a rolling grassland prairie kind of thing.
I hate to, like, oh crap, what's the right phrase here? I hate to encroach.
What?
What?
Sorry, continue.
Sorry. I hate to encroach on your evening any further, but do you have any, like, a small supply of water, or is there a creek nearby that my horse can have a small drink?
He says you can use the water trough.
Thank you, sir.
There's one out in the there's one in the paddock with the horses in the paddock are all like kind of half gathered around.
Okay. I thank him and say I apologise for disturbing his evening, and lead the horse to the trough so that it can have a quick drink.
Okay.
Again, not getting off the horse for any reason necessary.
Okay. He closes the door and he wishes you good night. And he closes the door, and you can see that when he goes back into the house, he starts like drawing the curtains.
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
if he's a sword wielding guy, in fact, actually, what is his like description? You said he just was a big guy. Middle-aged guy with a sword. Like,
about
what
40,
did he look
45.
like? Was he bald?
No, he wasn't bald. No, he has
Alright.
blonde hair.
Didn't have a ginger beard.
No, blonde.
Couldn't be disguising
Blonde
himself
and
magically.
white, kind of blonde and blonde white beard. You know, like a
Kind
light
of similar
gold.
to my colour of hair. That kind of like sandy gold.
Quite close, yeah.
Okay.
The
yeah,
woman, you didn't
after
really get a proper good look. You didn't get a proper good look at the woman, but you kind of might have noticed that she had like curly brownish hair.
Okay. I lead the horse to drink, and I still don't get off it. But while I'm doing that, I'm listening. Can I hear what's going on in the house?
No, the house is like a little too far away. Like and they're indoors as well. There's only those two in there. It's very, very quiet. You can't hear anything across the open prairie land apart from the wind.
Okay.
And there's a sounds being made by the horses, obviously moving around and kind of like neighing and like moving about. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like a bit
While
of
that's
snorting
happening, I just kind of think to myself, Theo would be in his element here. Horses neighing. Seems like something a Rohan would like.
Yeah.
That's just Dylan Trust.
Like I say, unbeknownst
process.
to you, I think Theo's already in his element. He's got his manor house.
No, that's like Dylan Trust's thought process at the moment. You know, that's
Yeah.
what
The
he's
only
thinking.
information they ever know about me is I went with horses, therefore I'm happy with horses no matter where I go.
Yeah.
I have a horse.
As long as you have a horse, you're happy.
Yeah, the horse train. Yeah, so that's all you could hear, and that's all you do. You just,
Is my horse okay?
the horse is
well-
fine. The horse is fine. Yeah.
It's not like fatigued or
It'd be tired. It's not angry. It'd be tired, but
make the rest of the journey.
it'll be able to make the rest of the journey. Yes.
Okay, so long as we've had
It
a
won't
nice...
be able to make a return journey.
Well, that's not a concern.
It'll need a couple of days rest if you wanted to make a return journey.
Well, I'm not making a return journey. Once I'm at Calenhad, that horse can do whatever the hell it wants.
Yeah. It will return of its own
Stay
accord.
there.
As soon as you get off, it'll make its own way back, but it might take like 3 times longer to actually make its own way back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. As soon as the horse has finished drinking, I head south again. Or I just keep heading south.
Now you keep heading south. You can see the moon is like just rising over the mountains towards the south there. It's not quite full. It's not quite full. It's kind of like 3/4ish.
Mm.
Yeah, but it's very, very bright. You can see there's some low kind of storm clouds, like not storm clouds, but like snow clouds lingering towards the south over the mountains.
What do I think when I see them? And like, do I feel anything in particular about it?
No, you, as an elf, you're well aware of the moon was constructed to give men the ability to see at night. That's the only
And
purpose.
yet they
the moon
still can't bloody see at night.
That's the only reason why the moon was created. The moon was basically it's a night sun. Yeah, the moon was created at the awakening of men. Yeah, and it's given them the ability to actually see at night time. That's the only purpose of the moon, as far as you're concerned. That's only why it was made.
Okay, so I'm not having any kind of like primal feelings, thoughts, or nothing like that.
No,
That's fine.
the elves by nature don't have any compassion for neither the sun nor the moon. Those were items that were created at the dawn of men to give them the ability to actually see during the daytime and during the night.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Sebi.
I am here. I am awake. What's up?
Okay, you are in your little village. You're making your way over to the Hobbit, the new marsh, the new little Hobbit hamlet. Comprises of about 11 little Hobbit holes. You're making your way back there with the 3 hobbits that.
I have double checked. I double checked with all 3, saying, "You sure you're okay? Nothing. They
fine.
didn't do anything."
They're fine. Yeah, they've already been there. Probably the one of them has been there for maybe 2 weeks. One of them has been there for a week, and the other one's been there just for a few days. Yeah.
Rosaline has been there for a few
Rosaline
days,
has
correct?
been there for a few days. Yes, been there for a few days. And they're just making their way back home now, back to the new marsh. It's not
Right,
it's not well fortified area. It's kind of very simple Hobbit life for them there.
May I ask the other 2's names, please?
Yeah. One of them's called Dora.
Dora.
Yeah. And the other one's called Flo.
Flo.
Yeah, Flo.
Okay. Dora and Flo. Gotcha.
Dora and Flo.
Okay.
That's all I could think of.
God.
Dora Explorer.
So I asked Dora and Flo. I have a rough idea that they capture you, the men with white handprints.
Yeah, they got like
What was-
a white hand painted on their face, like
Yes.
like somebody
yes.
just like put a white hand on their face. Yeah.
Do you know what they did or do or?
No, they were out like just minding their own business one day, like traveling between the town and the New Marsh. The distance between the town and the New Marsh is about a mile.
Right.
And on occasion they do run errands into town as part of their lifestyle kind of thing. Either they go there to get groceries, or they go to get supplies, or like send messages, or all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And these like robed warriors, these robed monks, yes, these druids, with the white handprint on their face, like it's like white painted hand on their face, just seem to come from nowhere, then grab them, put them into a sack, yeah, and then they get hauled away somewhere. Like they feel as if they're on the back of a cart or a wagon. Yeah, because they're rolling around and getting like they can hear that, like they can feel the vibrations of the cartwheels on the ground, and they're bouncing around, but they can't see anything.
Because you're in the bag.
Well, they're in the sack. They're in the sack kind of thing. And then the next thing they see when the sack's taken off is that they're inside some fortified prison kind of thing. Yeah.
Basically, the same prison that I locked them out of.
Yeah, and they don't know why they're there, and they don't know why they're doing it. It's just like they said it's just like some crazy religious cult that just seems to be like.
So
grabbing
you
people.
don't have any clue of what the chanting might have been?
No, could be anything. They don't know it. I mean, these are very, very simple, like hobbits. They've had no exploration. They don't read books. That they're not very well educated. They just, like, somebody says they're chanting. Do you know what they're saying? It's like, no, they're just chanting, but they don't even know what the purpose of the chanting. They know they've never experienced chanting before. It's all new to them. Yeah.
Well, it is certainly new to me, and normally stuff like that is usually a bad sign.
Yeah. But they're home now.
Maybe I should have... Well, I can't go back now, so... I could have found out a bit more, but I guess it's too late to go back now, so... around this time, has my sly hearing gone as well?
Oh yeah, your sly hearing's gone now. By the time you make it back to the village, and then from the village back to actually the New Marsh area, the sly hearing has gone now. The hobbits have returned back to their homes. There seems to be a lot of cuddling, a lot of like hugging, and a lot of people saying, "Hey," like celebration, all this stuff.
I smile.
Somebody comes out and puts a little blanket around them and all that kind of stuff.
For a long time, for Zabby, it's been a while. Like, from a very long time, she cannot remember when the last time she smiled, and she's smiling, seeing families back together.
Yeah. So you leave them to it. They kind of like they take them indoors to make sure they like warm them up and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Yes. And you're stowed almost on the not quite the outskirts, but just on the edge of the small little gathering of hobbit halls. Like kind of, there's a couple of street lamps, just basically torches burning inside a glass cage, kind of like glass prism kind of thing. That's the only kind of type of light that seems to be shed out over this small little hobbit habitat. They don't have anything. I mean, they're very, very simple people. They don't have like an army or a guard or anything like that. They just
No, of course
work
not.
the
of course
lands.
not.
They just grow stuff, take it into the village and sell it at the markets and things like that. And that's it. They just get on with their lives, very, very basic lives.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but it is unusual to see a hobbit dwelling. It's not unusual, but it's really rare to see a hobbit dwelling this far south of the Shire, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is there like a leader, a mayor kind of hobbit?
No,
about?
there's not enough of them. There's only 11 Right, no, I think there's only 9 hobbit holes.
Right.
And there's only small families that live in these hobbit holes. Probably.
Yeah. I tapped on Rosalina's shoulder before she leaves, saying, "Tell all of the families to not go to the main village alone. Tell them to stick in pairs, or like in pairs of 2 or 3. Then hopefully it'll be a less chance of you getting caught.
Yeah, she says
It's best to stick with numbers."
She says don't worry. They'll be more careful in the future.
Mm. If you see any of them, if you do see any of them, just either run or hide.
Yeah. She says
Understand?
it's all right. It'd be a while before she thinks about leaving the village again.
All right, good girl.
Then with that, she goes inside. Yes, all the other families kind of all retire as well, and go inside their little houses, little hobbit holes, and each one of them closes their big round doors.
Mm-hmm. I start to make my way back to the main village.
Okay. Estelle?
Yes.
You going to sleep? You've had your little dreamy.
I'm going to sleep.
You're going to sleep. Yeah, you're going to sleep, and as you're sleeping, you have your dream.
Just to make it clear, before I think I kind of said it, but like to be like even more clear of what I said before. That I gave a basic stuff for the soldiers to be ready, to start getting ready before dawn hits.
Yeah.
With their horses and everything, get them ready, and also that four-way to do the same. And then I should be up before dawn.
Alright, well, I'll wake you up if you're not up before dawn.
Can you wait, like, just 8 hours? In 8 hours, I'll be awake.
8 hours. 8 hours. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just so she doesn't jerk me awake.
Didn't take you away. Say, get up. No, I'll wait for 8 hours or so. She says, well, you better get to sleep now then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I do.
Okay. You bed yourself down, get yourself sorted out, and there'll be no fires tonight.
Nope.
No fires tonight. And you bed yourself down and cover yourself up, and say you fall asleep and you have that short dream.
Yay!
Go, Theo. Middle of the night, you've got your drink.
Yes, and I want to be drinking a little
You're
bit
in the library.
Yeah. So I've got 3 doses. I'm going to use 1 dose of this. Be able to see dead spirits.
Okay.
Because I want to know if the people who are living here are dead and they're still here, or if they were alive and they left, or if they died in some sort of transition. I don't know if this thing gives me that, but it's a hallucinogenic thing that allows me to see dead spirits.
You have a what?
Yeah, I think I've got Dumbledore.
He picked up some dodgy stuff in Dumbledore and he's going to experiment with it.
I got it checked over by the elf in Lothlorien.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was tea. No, it wasn't.
I'll drink this, it'd be nice.
I got all my stuff, I've written down what I ate, told me how to make it. So.
Okay, so what does it do? It gives you the ability to see dead spirits.
Yes.
Okay, but you have to be in the proximity.
says 1 hour-ish. So presumably it lasts for the period of time that I'm able to walk around to see dead spirits. It doesn't say they have to be in an area. Presumably it's where I can see them. So if I'm walking around for an hour-ish,
Okay.
if I see dead people, I should be able to see dead people.
Right. Hi, you're very quiet again, Lee.
Dead spirits, I should say.
Yeah, dead spirits. Okay. Okay. So you drink your herbal remedy.
And it lasts for about an hour-ish.
An hour-ish, yeah, give or take. So, okay, you're drinking it. The house is quiet. You're in the library.
I want to give it like a couple of minutes in the library just to let it settle, and then I'm going to get up and walk around the house. Like not around the perimeter, just inside the different rooms and that.
Just turning you up there a bit. Yeah, you're in the library. You're looking around. You don't see any dead spirits. You don't see any dodginess.
I just want to then go down the hallway.
You go down the hallway. You're looking around. You don't see anything. Like you don't see any spirits. You don't see any ghosts. No wraiths. No demons.
Look out the windows. Look towards the town. Look out towards the woods if I see the woods.
You can look out towards the woods. You're in this like this room, the kitchen area. Yes. And you're looking out. You're looking out, and you think you can see some white lights in the woods.
Okay, are they moving?
Yeah, they seem to be like moving among the trees. You can't see what they are. They just seems to be very small white lights dancing amongst the trees.
How long would it take me to walk back there?
Oh, it won't take you long. You were only gone for 10 minutes, although Freya says you were gone for 2 hours.
I know, I think that's something to do with the stones. I just won't go any too close. I want to go to the farmhouse again then, so I can see into the woods, so I get a better view of what these white lights are, if they're people.
Okay, so you're leaving the house.
Oh god, yeah. I leave the house. Realise like, the entire place has been abandoned and probably killed loads of things here, haven't they?
You leave the house and you walk out into the courtyard kind of thing. You're looking around, you can't see any spirits or anything like that, but you do see these flickering lights, like in the woods. Yeah? You make your way around, like, through the road that leads into the village, and you're walking around, and for a short time you lose sight of the woods, but then you regain sight of the woods again when you come to the stone bridge that crosses the small stream, the small river. And from there you can see these lights are actually quite bright, but they seem to be like flickering on and off inside the middle of the wood, like in the woods somewhere. They're flickering on and off.
Do I see roughly what they are then, or do I have to
Just
really...
very, very, very high intensity bright white lights that seem to be flicking on and off inside the woods.
a little closer?
You get a little closer, and again, there's these. You still get that overall feeling of dread and like.
I don't go in the woods. I just keep close.
No, as you move towards the woods, you still feel that like as you did before. You have that sensation wash over you again. It's not as intense. It's not. You don't feel the heat, but that like it's like a level 3 panic attack now. As you're approaching the forest, it feels as if you're like, oh, this feels so much like Mirkwood. It's like it's just a god-awful, dreaded, dead place. But in there, you can see this high-intensity white flickering light.
Is there multiple lights or just one?
It just seems to be one light, but it seems to be like radiating like light rays. Seems to be like diced up between the stems of the trees.
It seems like one light.
It seems like one particular source, but there's lots of different rays coming from it. Like
similar to what my sword was doing earlier.
A little.
I will go and have a look.
Go and have a look.
Yeah.
Spoopy.
You
I want to go towards it.
you go in and you have a look, and you find yourself approaching the stone circle again.
Okay. Do I see anything around the stone circle?
You see humanoid figures, robed, seem to be like shimmering in and out of existence, stood in the circle.
Stood in the circle, like
In a stone circle.
Thing like doing like a ritual.
You can't tell if they're doing a
Just
ritual.
standing
They look. It looks like it could be some kind of ritual or some kind of festivity or something like that. But they seem to be shimmering in and out of existence. There's like a dark, clouded aura around each figure, like wisps of dark.
How many are there?
Give or take, probably around about 20 to 30.
Because you said they're in robes. Do the robes have any distinct marks?
No, they look like they're tattered, like torn, like blown in the wind, kind of like. But the ends of them seem to be like being turned into actual black mist. Again, they seem to shimmer. They seem to like shimmer in and out of existence.
Do they look evil? Like men that have been rotten away?
You can't make any features out. You can't make any eyes or nose or ears or anything like that. You just see these robes that kind of like shimmering in and out, it's like they're semi-transparent. Yeah.
Okay, how close am I?
About 20 feet from the circle itself. Yeah, there seems to be a bright emitting light coming from the center of the circle. That's how these shimmering black figures seem to like phasing in and out of existence. You can actually see them. Yeah, that's the only way you'll be able to see them.
Every single one is wearing almost the same.
Yeah, kind of like a tattered, torn robe that seems to be like hiding their hands and their faces. You can't see the hands and the faces. You can barely just say make it out. It's actual like a person. You can't tell the race. You can't tell the gender. It's like they're like as if they're made up of some kind of static, and they seem to be shimmering in and out of like a temporal existence. Yeah, almost ghost-like, but there is a bright light emitting from the center of
From that stone that had that work.
from the area,
I gotta draw my silver sword.
your silver one, okay?
Yeah, because I know it can damage spirits.
Yeah.
I want to have a look. Oh, God.
God.
Like, I want to look at their faces, but I don't want to get too close to them.
You can't see that. You can't see their faces. It doesn't matter how close you'll get.
I want to touch them and everything. Yeah, I want to go and see if they're actually like corporeal, or or have they always been there? And like earlier, I just walked right through them. I'll turn around and run back.
Okay, you just turn.
I draw my silver sword and I go. And just run.
Draw your silver sword, and it's like, no, this is just weird, and you come running back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't stop until I get to the manor house.
You don't stop until you get back to the manor house. You jump in the manor house. You turn around. You close the door. You bolt the door.
Yeah. I put the sword back in my holster and it's like, okay, right, okay.
All the way during that, like around the village and in the house and all the rest of it, you don't see any spirits.
It's just those things that are in there.
Yeah, it's like it's just you don't know what they are.
There's a lot of them.
There's a few of them, and they seem to like. You don't know if they're moving rapidly from one place to another or something like that, but they seem to be like phasing in and out of existence, or phasing in and out of this plane of existence kind of thing. But there's a bright white light seems to be emitting from the center, and the only reason you can actually see these these dark robes of mist with tattered ends that seem to end in enveloping black smoke, which swirl and seem to like move around while they're like semi-translucent. Is because of this bright white light in the center.
I go back to the library, get that book, and then go to bed.
Get that book.
There's a book that has a hero that I started reading about.
The book on Turian.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Turian.
true.
Turian. Yeah, Turian.
I want to pick that book up and then go to my bed. Just I'm going to chuck the rest of that tea away if I finished it.
Yeah, okay, well, yeah, you can leave it, yeah, whatever. Yeah, you find the book on Turian. Yeah, the history and the deeds of Turian.
Yeah, and I'm going to take that.
Yes.
What was the language?
Hey?
That was in Western, wasn't it?
It was in Westron, yeah, it was in Westron. It's one of those, like, it's a tragic tale, obviously, kind of thing. It's written down. It's more, it's almost on the same scale as we would read Shakespeare. Okay?
Yeah,
It was real. It's based on real life events, but it's on that kind of scale as we would read Shakespeare. Yeah, kind of classic literature.
I'm going to go and retire to my room.
Okay. You take your book.
I go to Freya and I say that I'm going to retire now.
Okay.
And if she says I've been gone for another 2 hours, then I've got no idea.
No. Freya looks at you.
I'm right back.
She doesn't mention anything about any missing time or any like you've been gone for like 2 days or anything stupid like that. Just like you've been out the house for 5 minutes and you've been. That's it. It's like she hasn't spoken to you in 5 minutes.
Yeah, I just tell her I'm going to retire.
Yeah, it's up to you. You can still try and work out what happened to you in them 2 hours.
You've been molested by ghosts.
Good. One, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't remember. That would be really weird. If that happened.
Something like in that area,
Yeah.
time stopped.
Either time stopped, time sped up, time slowed down, or you just like were moved forward
So
in time. Or
did it do it twice then? It did it when he did the sword thing, and then he did it when he left the house.
Or when I went into the woods.
Or when he went into the woods.
So, yeah, I've had 2 time frames gone.
Poof.
yeah.
Okay, well, as I say, I get that book, I go to my retired room and sleep while reading. Well, read a little bit and then fall asleep.
You read a little bit, and you read a little bit about the story of Turian and about like what he did and all that kind of thing, and what happened to him, and the fight with the dragon, and all that kind of stuff. You don't quite finish the book. All you know is that he was some epic warrior from ancient history kind of thing, and now he had this sword. It was created by somebody else for somebody else kind of thing. It's cursed and all the rest of it, and then he took it and got reforged and he got renamed. And
I'm hoping to find out from this book is what the friend curse would roughly be like to it. Who does it deem is friend to me? I'm in a battle.
it doesn't. It won't give you any kind of mechanics in the book. It kind of just outlines it.
If he's killed with the sword, like how does he know them? Like that sort of thing. Like were they just complete strangers he met in the street and he killed one?
No,
He actually
no.
knew.
Nothing refers to anything like that in the book, kind of thing. It's more like a companion or a partner or a close friend or somebody he knows personally, or like personally on a certain level.
So that it
It
seems
wouldn't just
like
be a
they-
random person who said,
we-
"Oh, there's a good person there. Let's just kill him." Kind of thing. It's not
Yeah,
that.
so it seems like there was a level of you've got to actually know this person.
Yeah, you have to. He has to have a certain level. It has to be a certain like understanding of it. Maybe he's grown up with this person, or maybe he's trained alongside this person, or maybe him and this person fight for the similar kind of cause or something like that. Yeah.
Right, okay.
So they just have to be acquaintances or over.
Acquaintances are over. Yeah, pretty much. But no, just bump into some random person on the street and say, "Oh, like, okay, this must be a
Well, I
good
was
person,"
thinking more if
and he
I
just
went
suddenly
into
lashes
battle-
out at them. It's not going to do that.
Well, no, I was thinking more if I'm in a fight
Yeah.
and fighting for the protection of, say, this. Like, you know, when I went Doldador and I
Mhm.
sort of killing the mercenary because I didn't like what he did to the half elf. But because I didn't know the half elf, would the sword be like, well, actually, you met her, you know of her, kill her? or is it like, well, I don't actually know her, but I'm doing it on her behalf? Does that count as an
No,
acquaintance?
that wouldn't count. That would
That
still
would
be
be
that
strange.
would that would still be a stranger. Yes, it'd have to be with somebody you'd have spent a significant amount of time with.
Okay, no worries. Cool. I'm with
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Yeah, somebody you would.
So basically, like your entire life.
No,
Well, not the entire life. Not the entire life. There's somebody you've spent some time with and got to know.
Mm.
That's what it's called, the friend
So
slayer.
if it's like, if he has a best friend, right, and that best friend had a best friend, but you only know them on the basis that they're best friends with your best friend, would they be considered a person that is probably liable to die?
Yes.
because you're
Okay.
with that person.
Because you're
acquaintance.
acquaintance with that person. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. An acquaintance. It's like saying, I know this sergeant or something like this, and I know about him. I know like where he lives and all that kind of stuff. You've built up an acquaintance with that particular person, therefore he will go on the list as being a potential victim to the sword.
But what if
okay.
you do with that person through a book?
You couldn't exactly walk through Tharbad and like say, "Oh, there's the butcher." Oh, I know he's a butcher, but you don't know his name. You don't know.
What if you know of them but never have met them? Like a patriarch that or
So you're
somebody.
reading the story of
No,
the
I'm gonna say yeah, because the curse doesn't. It only affects people within about 10 feet, I think it is anyway. So you'd have to be in the presence of them.
Yeah, but if you're
But
reading,
if you've met them for the first time
Oh
and
no,
you've only
You're
known
reading
about them
about-
up to this point,
you know where that person lives, you know what his job is, you know his name, you know
his
how.
name, you know his family members, you know
And
his
you've never met him till 2 weeks later, and then you actually go, oh, "Hi." Is that
No, no, it'd have to be an acquaintance is a two-way thing. He'd have to know, he'd have to spend some time with you as well.
you have to know each other.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. You'd have to spend time with each other.
You have to know each other and spend the night with them.
God no. Well, no. Drinking
that.
night. Okay, so yes, you've gone to the
Maybe
woods.
but the
you-
bar lady would be in danger because you know of
Yes.
them and you spent the night.
Oh, incidentally, the woods do fall under the jurisdiction of Kalos.
Yeah, I knew that. That's why I wanted to have a look at it.
Yeah.
I can now understand not to burn it down, so, you know.
To burn it down.
stuff.
No.
But yeah, okay, no worries, I sleep.
Okay,
I
you
tried
go to sleep.
After seeing them.
Dylan Trust is still riding now. He's heading frantically south, watching the moon, thinking, why the hell is that there? Nobody needs it. Nobody asked for it.
And that is exactly what Dylan Trust probably thinks.
Yeah, nobody needs
Oh,
it. Like,
like, nobody needs this. big
nobody
hulking-
needs it.
Can I do like a small RP on that? Just like
Do small
nobody
RP on it if you want.
Nobody needs this big giant ball in the sky. It's completely pointless. It's taking up space in the sky when we could be looking at the stars.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
too bright. Just get rid of it.
Elves have a deep fascination for the stars. The moon's just...
Lost it.
It's just there. It's like...
Get out! I want to see the tiny people.
I would even say that Dylan Trask kind of like puts his hand up and kind of acts as if he's shooting them, and just going way too far. No, he's just constantly thinking, oh, this, while looking up at the sky, kind of thing, oh, this is just pointless having this big honking ball of light in the sky just so that the man-folk can see during the night, and they don't even come out at night. It's pointless.
There you go. And that's Dylan Trust's philosophy as he's going along on his horse.
A horse, which I may add, I don't know the name to.
No, you don't.
Just a horse.
Just a horse. It's a Rohan horse.
Oh, can I actually ask what colour is this horse? Because I didn't actually.
What colour?
Hmm,
It's a grey.
grey horse. Right. Okay. I don't know what this horse's name is, but I'm gonna rename it Grey.
Okay, right.
You know, hi, Grey horse. You know, blah blah blah. Let's keep going to Calenhad.
Okay, you keep going. Like I say, it's getting really, really late now. Zabi,
Yellow.
you've left the New Marsh and you've headed back to the village.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's the middle of the night. A lot of the places are all closed or locked up.
That's fine. Do
Yeah.
I see my horse about?
Yeah, you see a horse. The horse has been tied up. Still there.
I go over to him, her. What gender is it?
That's a her.
Her. I go up to her and like pat her on the face, saying, "Hey, girl, did you miss me? I'm sorry I took so long."
Yep, the horse is still there. Quite surprised nobody's took off with the horse.
I basically go up to her and like pet her nose and all that,
Yeah.
and just basically talking to her a bit.
Okay. It is the middle
Something
of the
like
Yeah. It is the middle of the night. Yeah.
yeah. So basically, like what possibly a Rohan would do.
Okay. Well, you're patting this this horse kind of thing. It has to lower its it has to lower its head for you to be able to pat it effectively on the nose and on the side of the face.
Yeah. I basically like open my arms out to her to like lower her head, and then I can just pet her.
Yeah. But yeah, looking around, it's fairly dark. There is a few street lamps kind of thing, but nothing startling as such. Most of them are just like small, like long burning candles placed inside glass globes kind of thing. Yeah. But there's nobody on the streets. Everywhere seems to be closed or locked up.
Right, so I can't go into an inn possibly or anything like that.
This place tends not to have an inn. Like, doesn't really have much of in the way of an inn thing. There's a general store. There's a church. There's lots of houses around it. You can say it's got like a wooden enclosure. And the houses are predominantly fairly small. Single-story buildings. They're not elaborate two-story things with staircases or anything like that. And like with large gardens and plantations and allotments and things like that. That's all it is. It's basically just a stop-off place.
Am I still able to see the bulletin board thing?
The notice board. There's a notice board there. Yeah, it's a small little notice board. Just a few planks, basically nailed together, kind of thing. Held up on two posts, like as if there's two round posts in the ground, and there's two square planks like nailed onto the front of like across them. That's all it is. That's all the notice board really is. And things like pieces of information, papered information, just get like nailed onto it from time to time. It doesn't stay there very long. Obviously, the wind blows it off, or somebody tears it off, or the rain gets to it. It's just very, very basic. Nothing high tech.
Is the news about the missing hobbit still there?
It's still there, yeah. The note about the missing hobbit is still there.
I grab that.
Okay.
I look at the back of it. Is it blank?
Yeah, it's blank.
Is there any like charcoal or anything like that around?
Not unless you've got some.
I guess I can always burn some.
Okay.
I do have a small tinder box.
Right.
So I'm going to find a piece of wood just thick enough to basically like, you know, like those kind of charcoal pencils kind of thing.
Yeah, you can just burn the end of a piece of wood. It will blacken. It wouldn't be very effective, but it would do the job.
So I can like write with it if I do that?
You'll be able to write with it, but you won't be able to do anything like any massive paragraphs or big sentences, and you won't be able to do anything in detail if you wanted to draw something. You might be able to scroll maybe one word.
Okay. The place that, like, Estelle and Owe and the men were going to was Farbard, right?
Farbard, yeah, it's about 10 miles away.
Okay. I'm going to write that in big words.
Right, Tharbad.
And with some of the charcoal, I'm gonna rub it between my fingers
Yeah.
and actually put my fingerprints over the word. Well, just like around the word.
Okay.
So
Mm.
let me just like show you on here. So basically,
Mm-hmm.
she pick up like the pieces of bit of charcoal, like rub it like this,
Yeah.
and then just does that.
Alright,
Just
okay.
presses it on the paper like a deep print thing.
Yeah.
And the word says on the paper, Tharbad.
Tharbad. Okay. That's on the back of the back on that notice that indicated
Yeah.
the
I
kidnapping.
grab one of my daggers, then,
Yeah.
and place the paper on the bulletin board and just smack the dagger onto the paper so it can stick on it.
All right.
So basically, that's one of my daggers gone. So
Okay,
I still have
yeah.
another, I think. So,
Okay.
and I untie my horse
Mm-hmm.
and get on her
Yeah.
and just pat her on the side of like her neck and all that, saying ready to go.
Okay. Which direction are you going in?
Farbar is like up north, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. The next stop is
Oh,
Tharbad.
So I'm going where Farbar is.
Okay, so you head out the village. They had the entrance, like the main open gate area. There's no gates on this village. It's a wooden fence all the way around it, but there's no gates on this village. It's just a high wooden fence that's all the way around it. And the road leads out through this opening in the fence. It heads north a little bit, and then it kind of turns westward. And you start slowly moving towards Tharbad. Okay. You after about an hour or so, you can see the small group of Rohan soldiers that are just like half camped out, just sleeping rough on the side, like on the side of the road there.
Mhm.
Yeah, just outside of Tharbad. They're about a mile outside of Tharbad itself.
I don't know if I said don't wake me until 8 hours is up.
You said that
Totally.
to all we.
You
Okay,
said
okay.
to everyone.
Go,
So
go. Okay, go. I just want to make sure because I didn't know if I said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Zabi, you arrive and find the Rohan all just sleeping out in various places on the sides of the road, about a mile away from the main city wall and gates of Tharbad.
yeah. Do I see Oi?
Olwe is sitting just to one side next to a sleeping Estelle.
Mhm.
And she sees you approaching. She stands up
Mhm.
and she just like kind of like holds up one hand, and your horse slowly stops. And she says, "Where have you been?"
Helping out.
She says, "Oh well, they've all stopped here for the night.
I can see.
All the soldiers, they haven't made permanent camp or anything like that. This is just basically just a stopover. Estelle's getting some sleep, and she's going to let us know what the plan is for tomorrow."
Is she doing that dream thing, whatever it's called, that prediction thing?
Always not entirely certain, but she did leave instructions not to be woken up for like quite a length of time.
Normally you elves don't sleep, do you?
Elves don't tend to sleep, no. Half elves can do. Half elves do have the option. They
So-
sleep, they dream. Elves don't. They seem to have like day visions and things like that. But they
Yeah.
tend not to sleep. They just go into like a state of
For, like,
meditation.
an hour.
Yeah, they seem to
Hours.
meditate, drink tea, and just listen to soothing music and all that kind of stuff.
Station.
Well, I get off my horse at this point and I go, well, while you guys have been busy over here, I was actually helping out a family of hobbits.
Okay.
Apparently back in the town that we were in before, there was a little, like, Hobbit Hill area, roughly around 9 families in their homes and stuff like that, and apparently some of these Hobbit girls went missing. So I went to investigate. Apparently they were being kidnapped by these guys with white face prints on them. Zabby just basically does like a print on like her hand in front of her face, as an example.
Yeah.
White handprints on their face, wearing coloured robes. What colour were the robes? Did I get a good look on them?
Kind of like a grey or a black, kind of like a washed out black.
Grey, black kind
grey.
of colour. Yeah. Like a grey, black colour maybe? I don't know, but I tried to get some help from the town, but it appeared that it was not going to help at all. So I kind of took a risk and went in there by myself. Which, as you can see, I'm fine.
Yeah, she can see you're fine.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, I wish I could have stayed there a bit more to know what that place was more or less about. But I couldn't risk leaving apparently 3 Hobbit prisoners in there. All of them were female. So I basically got them out as quickly as I could and returned them back to their family. When I was in there though, I actually used one of my abilities to... You know that ability I used on Estelle last time? I used that, and apparently there was a main hall area. They were chanting. I really don't know what type of chanting, I don't know what language it was or anything, but they were chanting to something. I just not too sure what. But normally if it's chanting, it normally means something bad.
Yeah, she says there's like across many places across Middle-earth, there's lots of little religious cults all set up doing strange and wonderful things.
Well, that might include kidnapping.
Yeah, kidnapping. Yeah, all weird, strange stuff.
So I can tell you the number roughly. It's like about 40 people in there so far.
Yeah.
But like I said, I didn't investigate as much as I would liked, but...
Well, she says just as well, because you'll end up missing the fun. They've got 60 orcs in the town.
You kidding?
Well, she says there's 60... She says give or take. There's approximately 60 on the South Shore. Just going crazy. But she says that you better get some sleep, otherwise you're going to be in no fit state to continue for tomorrow.
That's true.
It's going to be a busy day.
Though, just a heads up, you could say I'd done a double-edged sword kind of thing. Like leaving a note. That's all I'm going to say.
You left a note?
Yeah.
With who?
No one really.
She says it probably won't amount to much anything then. She suggests that you try to get as much sleep as you can because tomorrow's going to be a busy day. Whatever Estelle's planning, you just got to be ready for it.
Yeah, let's just hope it's a good plan that doesn't get us killed. At least.
Well, you find out in the morning.
Indeed.
Hold on.
Zabby goes to like a different part of the camp and just starts to fall asleep.
Okay. You find a nice little quiet patch of ground somewhere, in amongst some heather and soft grass. I kind of like roughly your way into a small little niche in the earth, and like you think, oh, this is good enough as anywhere. You're not going to be here for too long because, come dawn you'll be awakened anyway. And then whatever Estelle's got.
Though with Zabby, when she does start to fall asleep, if Ulwi takes a look at her while she's sleeping, she will see like a little hint of smile that to Zabby thinks that she done something good.
Yeah.
And hopefully will be better in the morning.
Cool. And with that, you go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Estelle?
Yeah.
Several hours go by. Yeah? You have your dream?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I asked like 2 questions in whispers to you.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure, like, what would Estelle know? What would Estelle know?
The first one, you know of him.
Okay.
Yeah, because
And the
that person was in Tharbad to begin with.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. And the second one?
You've never met that person, but you know of them.
Would I know they would look like that, so I would know their name and that because I know
many
the
descriptions.
name,
Yeah, many descriptions would have.
and I know what
led you to
I've
conclude
seen in
that.
dreams. So, like, would I put those two? Like,
Yeah,
I would know that name associated with that.
You would
person.
associate that name with that particular person. It meets
good.
descriptions.
So I know
and
both of them. Okay.
The overall, like, through all of the dream as well, kind of leads you to understand that this is that person. This is, you never met them, you never spoken to them, but you just got this feeling that it is that person. Okay? That's the intensity of the dream. Kind of gives you the belief that it is that person.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay?
Cool.
So
Yeah.
you have your dream, you've gone through your little descriptions and all the rest of it, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Olwe wakes you up. And she says, Estelle, it's time to get up. You've got about 20 minutes before dawn.
Okay.
You can see the stars are starting to recede into the light of the sky, and the sun is starting to just rise in the east. Yeah, it's like a burning horizon. The sun hasn't exactly risen yet, but you can see it is starting to the sky in the east is starting to turn like a bright peachy red. The sky over Tharbad is still got stars shining down over Tharbad.
Well, I had a plan. But now I need to take more things into consideration now.
Okay, so the plan you did have is completely out the window.
Not completely. I still want to do it, but I have to now. Because the only reason why I didn't want you to wake me up in the 8 hours is obviously because of my dream. Because I just wanted to make sure of some things. Okay. I have 20 minutes.
Yeah, you got 20 minutes before the actual the sun will begin to break the horizon. Yeah, and then it gets light real quick. It's also very chilly.
Can you, while I try to think this, can you take like 5 of those minutes or so to kind of re-scout the route you took and see what the orcs are doing at this present moment?
You want Olwe to go back onto the South Shore?
Not deep into it, just yeah.
Just check it. Okay, right. She says, right. 20 minutes.
Would that take you 20 minutes?
Well, that's all she's going to give you, 20 minutes. She says she'll see how far she can get and what she can find out. In 20 minutes, she'll be back.
Sure.
Okay. She says, well, I'll leave you to wake everybody else up then.
Oh. Well, some of the soldiers already awake, or?
1 or 2 is starting to stir. But it has been a cold, chilly night for them.
Yeah, I guess I'll try to make sure they are up and ready.
Okay, with that, Olwe disappears.
Does she not see me?
Well, she's just woken up and rolled over at the moment and said, I always asked her, what's the plan? And she says, the plan has kind of changed a little bit.
Oh, it's not changed, just I have to account for new information. Which, in the dream, did some of this happen later in the day?
It appeared to happen later, and it didn't happen during the middle of the night, no. It seems this happened in the daylight, well into the day.
Cool. Beans.
Beans. No beans.
Yeah.
So when the first scene change happened, did that look like it happened during the day as well?
The morning.
Or a morning or early morning?
Yeah, early morning.
So would it be happening in an hour or so, roughly maybe?
You don't know.
To think about it.
You don't know. You can't say exactly when it's going to be happening, but it seemed to the sequence of things that you saw in your dream seemed to be the sequence that seemed to be carried out during the day.
Okay. Well, sometime during a cool. All right.
Yeah. It certainly wasn't the night time.
Cool.
Yeah, it's just in Zabby's situation, Estelle would have probably hear a little
Deep snoring coming from over.
Yeah, where's Zabby sleeping? Was she nearby?
In a hole at the moment, in a small little between some heather and some soft grass.
Nearby where I was.
Oh, nearby.
Sleeping?
Yeah, nearby.
Always. So,
Yeah.
if I went to go off to check on the soldiers, would I see her?
Oh yes. As that snoring coming from off to one side.
It's kind of like soft
If
snoring.
I just see that, I
massively
stare
loud.
for a moment and I'm like, no, I need to just wake up all the soldiers and just I storm through waking everybody.
That's okay. Storming through, Estelle.
Well, storming. Quiet storming.
Quiet storming. Estelle starts waking up some of the soldiers.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Theo.
My mouth then.
Alright.
Yes.
Wake up next morning. The book's on the floor next to the bed.
Yeah.
You can't recall whether you had a dream or not. Yeah. It's been an eventful day. The previous day was an eventful day, so you seem to have slept soundly. Yeah, so you haven't really thought about where the extra couple of hours have gone or what happened during those extra couple of hours. You've got no recollection of what really happened with that, or whether you've even in fact lost 2 hours, or you've been moved forward in time 2 hours, or moved whatever. You just it's just beyond your comprehension kind of thing. So you haven't really given it a lot of thought.
Yep.
Oh wait, would I have got back my PowerPoints?
Yes, you get back your pop points, yeah.
Yay! Okay.
I got my PowerPoints back, or do I need
Yeah.
to?
No, you get your PowerPoints back, yeah. Everybody
Everyone gets their PowerPoints
gets their
back,
PowerPoints
guys.
back with the rising of the sun. It's when the light, when light shines on Arda, like on the planet. Yeah,
Cool.
it rejuvenates everything. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you, whoever put mine back up, although I don't think I've used any.
You've been riding a horse for like the past 6
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah.
I must be getting really sore right now.
You get off and you've got to walk like an arch.
Yeah, just collapse.
Okay,
So Theo, you're
I'm
in your
nice
bedroom.
on my bed and stuff.
And you're warm in your bed. Yes, you wake up. You can see the book, the story of Turin.
Yeah, I pick it
Yes.
up. I pick it up and put
Indeed.
it inside.
Okay, it's on the floor next. Like you pick it up, put it on the side, kind of thing. Freya knocks on the door.
Mm-hmm.
Comes in. She says, "I hope you slept well, my lord. Here's a cup of tea. I don't know what you made last night in that cup, but she tipped it out. It was like it smelled awful.
Yeah, it was. It got off. The stuff I got from Lorraine, it was not good.
Well, you can't beat a good cuppa of Rohan tea.
Cool.
Yeah."
Yes. Very good. Very good. Very good. I'll take a little drink.
Take a little drink. It's boiling hot.
I'll blow it. But I don't just drink it. If it's
Oh
really,
my.
really hot towards my face, then yeah, obviously I'll
It's
blow
really
it.
hot. It's steaming. You can see it's like it's steaming there. It's like a steaming hot cup of tea.
Oh,
But it's
yeah,
made.
who's that?
She's giving it to you in one of the china cups that it's like a porcelain cup that she found in one of the kitchens of the in the kitchen of the manor house.
Okay. No worries. Anything on the books today, Freya? Do you know? What
Straighten
else?
this place up. Straighten this place up. First off, the whole place needs a good sorting out. You need to she's put you down for the jobs of the day is to go through the house and decide what you want to keep and what you want to get rid of.
Right. Okay.
She hasn't put anybody down in the village for doing any daily jobs yet. She's going to let them get settled in for about 5 days.
Okay. Well, do realise we will need food rations to be prepared and all that. We have food, but we don't have enough for the winter time.
Oh no, she's well aware of that. That she's mapped off.
I do want to also. I want to go and have a look at the grey L. No, what's the pub called again?
The Grey Ivies.
The Grey Ivies.
Oh, the
They're
tavern
gonna-
just up the road.
yeah.
That derelict shell.
Yeah, but that's going to be an income for us. We're going to need to get that up and running soon as well.
Okay, well, she's highlighted a few areas. There is the Grey Ivies. Yes, needs fixing up and needs to be sorted. There is an apple orchard.
It's just one over here with the
Yeah,
tree.
south of us. Yes. There's the watermill.
Yep.
There's the
Yeah,
farm.
yeah,
The
yeah,
farm
that's-
of farm of the river. Yeah.
Yep.
There's a blacksmith's just on the other side of the on the other side of the courtyard. Yeah. Everywhere else is predominantly all housing. And there is a small. It's like a brewery kind of thing. Yeah. And then there's just the general cleaning up of the place, just the general maintenance and all that sort of stuff. And then there's anything else that you wish to consider.
Yeah. I mean, I still need to have a good old look around properly, really.
Okay.
Rushed look last night and all that.
Okay.
So try to let everyone know not to go into the woods.
She says no danger of that. She
Yeah.
again she flips up her notebook and she puts a notebook and a pencil back into her side like a small little leather pouch that she has around her waist. She says no danger of that. I can't see anybody going anywhere near that place in the foreseeable future.
Yep, it's not a very nice place. Not nice. Okay.
Yes. She says, have you got any plans on what to do with it?
For now, there's some bits in there I want to go and look in. I want to investigate a bit more. I want to find out some research about it.
Oh, okay. Research, yes.
Yeah. Maybe I'll find some people to come and have a look at it for me. But yeah, there's a farm close to it. I might see if we can move the farm to the other side of the road. So like where my cursor is down here.
Okay, you're going to move the farm, right?
Because it seems very close to the wooden area, and I don't think the people in the farmhouse would they would feel very uneasy there.
Yeah.
So I think if I move it down here, they'll feel a little bit better.
Right. When do you want to do that?
Oh, that won't be until like sometime soon in the future, in the far future.
Okay.
About, I don't know, a couple of weeks, and then we'll start looking at
weeks, okay.
preparing the ground.
She says she hasn't put down anybody. She hasn't put any of the people that travelled with you down for any jobs for the first few days. She's going to allow them time to get themselves settled in and sorted out and all the rest of it.
I would like you to find out what they were specialised in, or if what they can do.
She'll make it. She'll go around and she'll query them and get some information from them today.
I'll do the same as well. Just have a little hello, how you doing? Sitting in, okay, good. One day, good.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'm gonna have a look at this pub.
Ivy's. Yeah, it's just a little bit along the road, just to the west.
I can walk it, I think. Yeah.
It won't take long. Probably take you. Well, she says, well, I would normally say it'll probably take you about 15 minutes, but knowing you, when you go out, it'll probably take you a day.
Have I really been disappearing like time-wise? Have I just not been paying attention?
She says only the time. Oh, the only time when she was like trying to find you was like yesterday when you disappeared for 2 hours and nobody had seen you, nobody knew where you were. That was like yesterday, like last night.
Okay. Well,
The sword time.
don't worry. There's most of the stuff in this house I want to try to keep. Just a heads up on that. There is some interesting history behind a lot of it.
Okay.
And the children's rooms, I don't really want to disturb too much at the moment until I sort of read up about the family and what's happened to everyone.
Right.
I like the idea of having a children's room, that's all.
Oh.
Oh, he likes the idea. That might change by the end of the day, but okay.
Yeah, it might be my game room later on, who knows?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
But yeah, I like the idea so far.
Okay.
Theo's son for the next campaign.
She says, well, okay, she will,
Also, just make sure like Leah May and all her family are getting all set in, okay?
she'll check on everybody. She's going to light the fires in a couple of key areas of the house first. And then she'll go
But then it's
out.
manual labour to get everything fixed and sorted.
Yeah, so she'll go out into the village and she'll find out how everybody's settling in.
I will
She'll-
get out of bed now as well, just so.
Alright, you get out of bed.
Half naked as well, just heads up.
Yeah, you get out of bed.
Yeah. And then I start walking around trying to find my clothes.
Okay. You find your clothes. You slowly get yourself dressed. She's left the room now. She's going to go and start some of the fires in the key areas of the house. Okay.
I go to my washroom
In your washroom, yep.
and I prepare myself for my day's journey.
Your day's journey.
Or my day's work.
Because your day's journey, where you going?
First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself ready and I'm going to go and look at the pub.
The Grey Ivies, yeah?
So that's the first thing I'm going to do.
Okay. Don't trust?
Yes.
It's morning.
Oh, I was enjoying looking at the stars.
The stars are receding now. They're starting to disappear into the west.
Got bored of you and now they're going away.
Sure.
You're riding. You're riding. You've been riding for like all of the night. You have arrived at the east-west road.
East-west road.
Yeah, the east-west road. Yeah, the one that goes from Edras all the way down to Manstreth.
Is it marked?
Is it what?
Is it marked? Like,
Is it-
does it have
Does it
like
have
a
a sign?
sign?
Well, it doesn't really have a sign. It's one huge, humongous like paved road, one of the longest ones in Middle-earth. And in front of you, like it goes from left to right kind of thing, from east to west. And in front of that is a dirty grey big mountain range.
I head southeast.
Southeast, okay. So you're following the mountain ranges kind of eastwardly. Okay. Going's quite good. Going's quite well. It does wind and it does ditch and it does turn kind of thing, but it's predominantly like it's a very well maintained flagged stone road.
How is Grey doing? Is Grey okay?
It's fine. Probably could do for break. Could do for rest.
That would require getting off the horse, and I intend not to do that because as soon as I get off the horse, it's gonna go home.
You're not moving very quickly. You can tell the horse is very tired. There's no disguising the fact the horse is incredibly tired.
Yeah, I decide to kind of not so much give the horse a pep talk, but just kind of pet it while riding and kind of reassure it. Yeah, like say you're doing a good job, horse. Let's keep going. You know.
The horse continues to keep going, say eastwardly, down the east-west road, heading towards Kalost.
Almost there, Grey. Let's keep going here. You've got a nice little rest coming up, and some hay, and maybe some water.
It's going to take you. Still going to take you a few hours to get there. You probably get there before lunch, but
yeah, I keep like telling the horse, we're gonna make it. You're doing awesome. I'm sorry I've been a burden to you. You're awesome horse.
Yeah, it's going to take a little while to get there. You still got you'll get there before lunch.
Still interested how it's like come full circle there. He's having a moment with a horse, something that would never have happened back in the day.
Okay, so you got that junction in the road. You're heading
Yeah,
east.
you hated horses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had a problem with that horse dating way
That
back.
one horse. Yeah. While I'm riding towards Calenhad, do I notice anything off?
It's snowing. Seems to be snowing over the mountains.
Yeah, I don't think that's off. But did I notice anything peculiar about the road that we're on? Like, is there anything amiss?
There's nobody on it. It's quiet.
Would I consider that weird?
No,
Like,
not for the size of Rohan, not for the size of the region of Rohan. You're not gonna bump into somebody every day. It's so vast and so spacious. It's not cramped and compact. It's going to be, you might pass one or two people, but you're not going to it's not going to be like rush hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did I see any signs of the the cart that I was on? Like, have I seen any signs of that or anything?
No.
Like that? No. Okay. Do I see any signs of anything that could be like not so good?
No.
I know that's very,
I was
very,
gonna say, yeah,
very
it's very
vague,
vague.
Did I see anything that?
There's a pothole up there.
Yeah, pothole. Better avoid that. Great. Move to the left a little bit. Did I see anything that might concern me? Like, for instance, the woods that Theo was walking through. Can I see them yet?
No.
No. Okay.
Woods behind the bit where you've got to get to first.
Well, sure.
You got a good bit to go. Yeah, you'll get to Kalos by probably just before lunch.
Right. So there's nothing amiss on the road or anything like that. No.
Just a normal looking road in the middle of like Rohan.
Okay.
Yeah.
As we're kind of.
It's not massively well maintained. It's not like the roads of Minas Tirith. They're not massively well maintained. The grass is growing up between some of the flagstones quite frequently in places.
As we're continuing to go along, I say to Grey, I didn't really care for horses to begin with, but you've sort of changed my mind about them. Well done.
Yeah. The horse doesn't really pay much attention and is still just trotting along. It's not galloping. It can't gallop. It can't charge. It's just trotting
Yeah, I've not
along.
got it going at a gallop or a charge.
No,
I'm just...
it can't. It's way too tired to be able to do a gallop or a charge.
But I'm happy at the speed that it's going at.
Yeah, it's just trotting along very merrily. Sometimes it's just walking. Sometimes it picks up pace. It's just going at its own. It's going at its own pace. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to let it go at a full pelt unless I command it to. And since we're only like half a day away from Calenhad anyway, I don't see the point in having the horse go at full pelt.
No, it's not. It'll get there. You get to Calenhad. You work it out that you probably get to around about Kalos. By about lunchtime-ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Well done, horse. Keep going. There's a pile of hay and some water in it for you later. Maybe even a carrot.
Okay. Estelle.
Yeah.
20 minutes goes by. Obi's back.
In that time from getting all the soldiers up though, like
Yeah.
I have all of them
Zabi's still sleeping.
to prepare. I leave Zabi for last, the absolute last. Once every single soldier is up, then I would go to Zabi.
Okay. And you wake Zabi up.
I prod her.
Prod her a few times.
Huh?
Morning.
Oh,
What are you
hi.
doing here? That was quick. Oh, it feels quick. I don't know.
Really? You
What,
thought that
what
was
were you
quick?
doing? They had to leave our group for a while.
Rescuing someone?
The posters that were in the town, or Mariah, was that what you were doing?
Mm-hmm. I basically went to see the bulletin board about a missing hobbit. Apparently, what the town that we were previously in, which I know you guys didn't stay, mentioned something about an occult. Apparently these guys have white handprints on their face, wearing the darkest greyish blackish robes and all that.
And you finished already?
I managed to save 3 hobbits.
Well,
It's just I felt like if I could just help at least someone, or a family at least, then that makes me happy. Besides,
well, good on you. Get up real fast. I'll have to incorporate you in the plan again, I guess.
Incorporate you into the plan.
well, hello to you too.
She looks kind of impatient because of time.
Time.
Oh,
Yeah.
fine. I'm up. I'm fucking up.
Just prepare yourself. Get your equipment and your prepare your horse just in case. I need to fix this.
Obi
Wait,
has.
when did you came? Sorry, Ori's coming back.
Obi's
as I
coming
ask
back.
this.
Yeah.
As I ask this, when did you actually come back? During the night?
While you're sleeping, yeah.
Okay. And then Oi comes in.
Always back. Obi says she's had a look around. The situation hasn't changed.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, situation hasn't changed. She says probably the same number of orcs, no more, no less. They just seem to be. She's not sure if the orcs seem to have changed their tactics. They're no longer just ransacking the place now. They seem to be moving in.
Moving in.
Yeah.
Moving in town. So they're pretty much settling down.
Well, occupying it.
Yeah.
Okay, one of you two will have to explain to me the whole situation.
Okay. Okay. Well, plan. Okay. You wanted a plan, guys, right?
Yeah, you had a plan.
A
Always
plan.
said yes, you had a plan. Last night you said, "Let everybody sleep because
Okay,
I'm going
let's
to give
have
you
all
the
the
plan in the
soldiers
morning."
round up, and then I'll cover some of it there, and then we'll. Ha! Although I want to say one thing, Dream proved most useful. I'm kind of worried because the plan I was originally going for, I'll try to keep this brief because I'm going to say it to the men. While we, well, me and Ollie, but do I put Zabi with the men? Do I put Zabi with us? Well,
That's
just
fine
pretend
because I'm just gonna say this right now. I managed to sneak all 3 hobbits, which are female, out by myself.
let's just say you're with me and Ollie for now for this plan. While we are going to try to get to the middle part of Tharbad using that boat, Ollie, that I mentioned you last night, and we get to that stealth mission, the men on this side will be preparing themselves to, when ordered to drag out the orcs from the south part of the city, so that at least there'll be a fight like here.
Mm-hmm.
So there'll be a small team. There'll be a small team out front to drag out the forces of orc to the enemy, to them, and then have the rest of the Rohan men help in attacking.
Okay, big battle outside the city. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Their strength is on their horses. Their strength is open fields. We need to drag them out from close quarters combat into large fields, and give us a sort of advantage for Rohan.
and there are like roughly how many? Orcs?
Well, we know that there's 60 orcs from what we know inside the city.
Mhm.
We have 200 men. So if for that, at the moment, is an advantage. But
Mhm.
this is where my problem lies, and thank you, Dream, I guess. I don't know when, probably a while later when daylight is daylight in the morning, or sometime later, few hours, there will be more coming from the south. The coming
Wait, you mean by orcs or?
will be coming behind us, basically.
No.
A group
You're
of
not-
warg hunters. You know those things that literally devastated like a lot of the Rohan men back in that other place, and they had like loads of them because it's the riders and the wargs. It's the riders and the wargs, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The warg hunters. The warg
Wait,
hunters.
you mean those dogs, those wags?
There's just disgusting pieces of creature trash. They're horrible.
You lost me.
Those things that like that they were around in that wall. I did see them, right? Like those wags that attack the one.
That's
of
what
the
I'm
teams.
asking. Those dogs, those wags.
Yes. That snarl
joy.
will bite and kill you,
Mm.
and that orc actually ride them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, small group of them. How much did I see? How many of those?
Probably about 12.
12.
12. Yeah.
It's still 12 walk hunters, but with
small
a
wag pack,
dangerous,
yeah.
a dangerous leader with them.
Wait,
2 dangerous people with them.
2. What?
Two dinner.
Well, one of them is the. How do I know? Okay. Do I know how dangerous, like,
You're not
Okay.
helping yourself here, you know.
I'll say their names. Saruman and Grima Wormtoe. Oh, however you say his name.
Saruman.
And if for reference for movie-wise, Grimmer. He was like this creepy guy that whispers into the King Theoden's ear, right?
Yeah.
Is that guy, right?
Mhm.
How would Estelle know him as? What would Estelle know him
The former Chancellor of Tharbad.
Slimy, greasy, unhealthy,
Yeah.
disgusting.
Conniving, disgusting, sadistic.
as? Yeah, I say
Um,
all those words.
He
Would Zabby know of the tales of that?
Of Saruman and
Saruman, maybe like just kind of like one of those high-end celebrities kind of thing. Been around for centuries. Won't know them personally. Won't know like what particularly they look like, but would have heard tales
Wait,
about
does
them.
that? I say this to Estelle. Isn't that the guy that does quote unquote magic or something?
On occasion.
Just imagine, sure.
Shit.
I know he
Um,
owns Isengard Tower, right?
Yeah, he owns it. He built it. Yeah.
He would. His tower is the Isengard.
And what about the other one?
Grima.
Would
I
Zab-
say everything that Whisper said earlier. Chancellor. He used to be Chancellor Tharbad, and he's disgusting. Enough said. So I guess minion of these guys now, as well.
I really don't want to
You're
be-
not really nice. And coming from
Yeah, I agree with you on that. It's just we best not to be facing them anytime soon.
So I don't know whether to just have the soldiers do that or wait for a signal. Because I don't want to get over to the middle thing first and then... Because there are people alive on the other side of that barricade.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
Well, like civilians.
Yeah, civilians. The north and middle are untouched for now. So there are people in there. It's just the south. The south is completely, abandoned. The south part. Anything before the barricade is all abandoned. There's a barricade up, and that's that bridge further down.
Well, I still have explosives and smokes left. But we don't want to make noise. do
I
we?
have a spell for a flare or something if we need signaling, so it's fine. I forgot I even have it. So
You're signaling whom?
the soldiers to move in.
Oh, okay, right.
If we stuck with that, we sneak in. We try to get to the civilians. Talk that there'll be soldiers doing a fight. How many people are possibly going to be able to fight to maybe be backup? I don't know how. And then also and then possibly look into like really nostalgic places for me, and then look for my mom.
Nostalgic. You're going.
And if everything turns to shit, I can do the flare thing and they start fighting. And that'll be fun.
Well,
Well, once I get to the other side and told the civilians that it's happening, I might signal the flare for them to start. Or just have them wait 30 minutes after we leave and then they start fighting. With their allocated teams.
Right, so...
But I'm just saying out this here. If you want me to change anything of that, please do tell me now. because-
No, it's fine. It's just I feel like I've been out of your kind of range of view for too long. Because... I don't know. I think I was on autopilot for a minute.
Well, while you were doing rescue mission, we were doing scout and learning stuff, so I can figure out something what we can do.
Yeah, I'm
not
just
rushing in. Wait. No.
I know. I'm just glad that you didn't do anything reckless at this
That
moment
would
of
be
time.
Well, not yet.
dumb.
At this moment of time, I mean.
So at the moment, you have 60 orcs on the south bank who seem to be just occupying. They're not ransacking, they're not doing raids, they're not burning the place down, they are occupying.
Hmm.
Yes? Taking over and fortifying. Yeah? Coming up behind you, according to Estelle, is a small wag party, or wag patrol, or wag hunting group. Saruman and Grime of Wormtongue. You were in the middle.
Yep.
I'm just a bit concerned. What happens if those two people come along and see us?
Oh, I think of several things that could possibly happen.
Well,
None of them are good.
I don't
want
wanna be in that
wage war
situation.
against a guy that's been for a long time and really powerful.
Because the last thing I need is to actually see him and that he could kill us.
And I do need to remind both of you, if I didn't say it before, I will probably say it now. We will most likely cross paths with the Dark Priestess as well. So we have these three.
Wait, really? Really?
Yeah.
You saw that?
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Fuck! Fuck. I had a feeling
Just putting that out there while we still have time. While the sun is coming up right at this moment while we're talking.
Oh, yeah, I knew it was going to be sooner or later that we would possibly face her.
It's going to happen. Regardless.
I wish it wasn't, but if it has to be, it has to be, doesn't it?
I really want to keep it where we don't have to face any of them. As the best outcome.
But you just said...
As the best outcome, which will never happen. I would love to not see either of these people.
Yeah,
but
the best outcome. We always have the best outcome.
That never happens.
No, it's true, actually.
So that's the situation you have. That's the situation you have at the moment. You have your 200 riders, plus you guys. There's orcs, 60 orcs, around about 60 orcs. You don't know exactly, but around about 60 orcs that seem to have taken up residence on the south bank. The bridge between the south bank and the central island is barricaded. Nothing is getting backwards or forwards across that bridge. And Estelle is telling you that she's had a vision, a dream, that sometime during the morning there will be a wag party, and Saruman and Grime at Wormtongue will be arriving, coming behind you.
And just the last thing to both of you, yes or no to letting them wait until a flare is made, or letting them wait for some time and then start their attack. I feel like I need at least 60 of them to wait. Even if there's one team to attract the orcs, another team will back them up once the orcs are in battle with those 60, and then have an extra, the rest of them, the other 60 or whatever, to wait in, like,
That's actually
to scout, to make sure they keep an eye on the entire south area.
Now that you explain that, that sounds possibly a good strategy, to be honest.
But are you yay or nay for sending flare for them to start the attack, or to go in after a certain amount of time?
What? All we want to know, what's the objective?
We've got to know our objective.
My objective is to get Mom.
And then what?
Their objective is to clear out the orcs.
Yeah.
Well, I'm doing. Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Estelle,
To reclaim the south of Sava.
You want to clear that? You want to kick everybody out of the south of Tharbad and retake the south of Tharbad?
Yes.
Whoa. Okay. Right.
That's a task and a half, to be honest.
Yeah.
However,
It needs to be done because they can't stay there.
of course. I know what you're saying. It's just
There's always a worry that once they're done with the south and they just chilling in the south, they will eventually want to look, if ever, look to the north and middle.
I'm just thinking, wouldn't it be better to use a flare as a retreat?
To where?
As a symbol of a retreat.
Yeah, just think about it. We could say to the soldiers for a certain amount of time to start their attack. But if things get absolutely hairy, send them a signal flare to tell them to fall back.
Around
That's
here,
That's
around further back.
That's up to you. Where you think it's a good position. I'm not good at this sort of shit, you know.
We're roughly like a mile away. Is that like enough space between the town and the...
Well, not when you
Like
got
I said-
Saruman as well. Like Saruman is a wolf party, or whatever you call it, and Grimer is going to be closing the gap between you and the orcs and.
Also, how would you get them the flare when you're going across the water?
Exactly.
You personally wouldn't know if they're getting too hard or not.
You don't know if they're winning or losing.
You've got no visual on them when they leave.
No, exactly. That's a point as well.
So it's the road.
Say to them a time, just the amount of time, because that way.
Well,
That's all we always.
it also is a symbol if I'm in trouble. If our little group is in trouble.
So basically, what's the plan at the moment? Because
we know that your objective is to find your mother.
And then what?
We try and get out, I guess. And
Right.
to where?
To where?
Away from the bitch. Away from these orcs. Away from...
Estelle, location.
Where are you going
We
to go?
need a location
You
to
found
go
your.
to.
Okay, you're going to cross the. We're
If
going
we
to
find
get
your
across the river.
mother-
I guess we go back to the Rohan border. Let's just say that for now.
You want to go back through.
You want to go back through? That could possibly be where
Go past
Saruman would
go
be.
past Saruman and Grimer and go past the battle that's taken place.
Or we go round.
That's
We
easier
do-
said than done.
We do... It's morning.
I love that. The planning's
just-
amazing. The planning is amazing.
Okay. Honestly, trying to go back to the Rohan border, if there's gonna be like a fight, like here, just roughly, we can't go back that way because it'll be suicide.
Oh, okay.
So- So our best bet would be going up to the south.
I guess maybe
No,
like
the north, sorry.
closest place I would consider safe is probably Rivendell. Go north.
Okay.
Rivendell? Is that so you're
That would
saying
be
that
safe, right? Right, Olwe? Like to just go north.
By road or by river?
However we ever can. I mean, there is a boat. If we
Okay,
were to
so
take the
basically-
water option.
wouldn't we be sitting ducks though if we do that then? If we took it by boat?
Well, considering the people that there's some of the people that are behind the barricade who have arrows, and if we were to pass, they might think we're orcs, so they can shoot. Yeah, we're kind of sitting ducks if they actually realize we're a thing, and if the orcs see at the same time, it's sitting ducks kind of thing.
Yeah, that's the
But they
situation.
may be too occupied with the fight with the Rohan soldiers.
Yeah, that's
to
the
even
situation
bother.
you got at the minute. You got orcs who seem to be like taking up residence here. They just seem to have occupied this area here. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got a
Oh my
small
God.
army. I know you've got a small army. You want to be able to get into here, around about there somewhere. Yes, the small little group of yellow buildings to get your mother. After that, don't know what the hell you're going to be doing. And then you've got a small group, not a huge army, a small group of a WAG patrol, but led by Salaman and Grima Wormtongue.
Whereabouts, possibly?
Well,
Just the back of here?
They're coming behind you at some point, sometime.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah,
Which every second they're
Count.
they're getting closer. They're getting closer. Yeah, because they're riding. They're not like just dawdling, not marching.
Okay,
they're
so
riding.
we've got. Okay, so you got your objectives. We've got a location to go as a safe haven. Yes.
Yeah. Rivendell.
The thing that for the people listening to this, the thing that's going through Estelle's mind is Estelle had an objective of go and get back to her mother. The downside of that is every enemy that's against Estelle in this story knows this, so they've moved their chess pieces into a position to make it virtually impossible for Estelle to be able to get to her mother. No one, it's like they're already predicted the moves that Estelle is making now. They've already predicted it. They knew exactly what she was going to be doing.
Because I'm dreaming it.
Well, not because you're dreaming
No,
it, because you just
They can dream it too.
well, they can dream it as well, but they don't even need to do that. They know that you were going to go back to Tharbad and get your mother, try and rescue your mother.
What if
What if
I
don't?
try? What if I try to get your mum out? I need. They wouldn't expect a little freaking hobbit to go and get her out.
It wouldn't take a mastermind to know that Estelle was going to try and launch a rescue attempt for her mother.
You're still. You're still. Even if it's not expected, you're still part of the group that is associated with me. So, in a sense, it would be still. I don't want to make it clear that the priestess is literally in the vicinity of where my mom is. So, they're
But
together.
I know, but maybe I can probably point it out. Because remember what I said?
Pointed it out. What?
If one of us had a spell or a very high perception, we could possibly tell who's who.
Oh no, she'll be in her form.
Really?
In her own form, yeah.
She's not willing to hide herself?
She's not gonna hide herself. She's pretending to be a friend of me to my mother.
Yeah, 'cause she's got a letter.
Shush!
A letter?
No, I didn't say that. You don't know anything.
Yeah.
Don't listen to Whisper, Jason.
No, I thought I was always speaking saying that.
Always
No,
doesn't
no.
know.
No,
Always
no,
doesn't
no.
know.
Anyway.
Whisper's just being a doobie.
Go on.
He's just pointing
You've
out
got
to
to explain to me that why would the priestess fake...
She's not faking.
Oh. Why would the priestess say...
She found. Let's just say she found a way to use evidence that it's like, I am your friend. I have this, I think, from Estelle. I am totally her friend.
You do realise there's a bad interpretation of her.
I wasn't doing it.
At
for
least
a
do your
joke.
problems, I
I'm
think.
just sour.
That sounds just like Whisper. I mean,
Yeah, just like Whisper. Yeah.
I'm just really sour right now. Anyway, I'm. If nothing else is gonna be. Why do you have to say about location? I hate
Don't
this.
say location. We just want to know the all we just want to know the objective. You're
Going
to get across the river. You're going to find your mother and then say, "Hi, mummy. Okay, we're
I don't want
back."
to bring Rivendell shit.
What are you going
Well,
to?
they people.
What are you going to do with it? I mean, are you like you're going to get across the river and then that's it? You rescue the mum. Then what? What do you do next? Do you just say, right, okay, we're safe now. We're just going to reinforce the barricade and just keep off all the orcs?
Well,
And you turn around and say, oh, it's okay. Saruman's coming up behind. That barricade's not going to last 2 seconds as soon as Saruman gets there.
Well, he's. I don't want the men to engage them at all.
Okay.
If anything, it would. Okay.
We're wasting our time here. We've got to do this, and we've got to do this now.
Do the men to attack
I
or
just
not?
know that the dark bitch is going to use.
That's a creative name.
Eventually, she'll get rid of that man, the Saruman.